Welcome into the Marlins postgame show. Colby Cook, Spencer Pattison. A tough loss tonight to the Florence Flamingos. 14-10 is your final score, and that will do it for the Coastal Plain League first half of the season.
Well, look, it's a really, really good thing the Marlins clinched the division last night because this game was absolutely bonkers. The Flamingos scored 4 runs, 3 earned in the first inning. And then, of course, your Marlins came right back with 2. They then played 3 innings in the third, did the Flamingos, to bring it up to a 7-2 game. And then stuff got wild. They exploded in the middle innings. I mean, exploded in the middle innings. The 5th inning, the biggest for the Flamingos. And going into the 6th inning, it was 14-3. Then the Marlins scored a run in the bottom of the 6th inning. Going into the 7th inning, 14-4. Now, just a little context here. 10 runs after 7 complete innings is a mercy rule in the Coastal Plain League. But then, Dan Talkin launches a laser over the right field wall, and that starts an absolute heck of a rally, scoring 6 runs in the inning. 6.
And at that point, they had a chance.
But what really got it done too was, that extra run in the 4th, the Scavato home run. He needed that. It's a great moonshot for him. Good looks. But a 6-run inning in the 7th, one of the wildest innings I've ever seen on a baseball field. And, the boys just seemed to kick it in gear. I mean, it's like you bring in 3 relief pitchers. They brought in 3 relievers in that inning. A lot of them were not throwing strikes. Barcena was not throwing strikes at all. Shane Campbell at one point in the 7th inning walked home. That's right, folks. 4 straight walks. He walked. The next batter walked. The next batter walked. He came all the way home. He walked home.
It was a wild, wild game. There was a lot of different pieces that happened in this game, but sadly, the Marlins couldn't come out on top with the 14-10 loss. The very, very hot offense from the Flamingos reigned supreme, but it turned from one of the worst Marlins games that they've played so far this season into, wow, I mean, they have a chance in the 6th inning.
And that's definitely, kind of, I think what the sentiment was there the whole way. It's just like, we've got a shot, the door is open, and, they exploded for 6 runs in the 7th inning. And look, that's what this team is going to do. They've already clinched a playoff berth. This game, in the first half doesn't really matter. But they're always going to give you a fight. They're going to give you a finish. And they noticed, that the Florence bullpen, quite simply, was not performing. They weren't giving him anything to hit, so they were just taking pitches for walks. And then when they were getting hit, it was out over, middle or inner third and getting hit hard. So, it's just take advantage of opportunities, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I think it was overall a good loss. There's so much to learn from in a game like this when really all they do is win. They finally go down, biggest run deficit of the entire season. It was 11 at the most, and they were able to bring it back within 4, doing a fantastic job. But they still have another game tomorrow, another game on Monday, before they get finally a day off. And tomorrow is against the Wilmington Sharks in Wilmington.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for that game and see what the Marlins can do in the first game of the CPL East second half.
Well, and look, this is going to be a really pivotal game because, number one, this game, everybody's exhausted. Everybody's exhausted. So we hope, everybody goes and gets, fresh legs tomorrow because, look, you want to win the second half. Won, but not done, all right? So put that on a T-shirt. But I think I might have heard that somewhere else too. But anyway, one not done, but you're looking for the second half here. But what you got to do is, you got to try to get rested tonight because the second half begins tomorrow. And this game, quite frankly, exerted a lot of energy on everybody, even us up here in the booth, everybody watching. This game was exhausting. What did you say, 3 hours and 49 minutes?
3 hours and 40-ish minutes in that ballpark. It was a long, long, long game.
So, just reset for tomorrow, but look, play, first game of the second half, and look, this is, yes, it's a tiring game, but it's also one that, this is great because this shows you we've got the momentum to come back from any deficit we face. So this is really kind of a tone setter for the second half, even though this came out in a loss. So, take that with you, try to get rested, get ready for tomorrow, and get rolling.
Yeah, tomorrow will be the 8th game in, 7 days? And then they'd still have another game after that on Monday. And they're playing 8 days, 9 games. It's a very, very long, long week. One of the longest strands of games that we've had all season that we will have.
Yeah.
So they've been playing great so far, keeping their legs fresh, but they still got some time to go before their day off on the 4th of July. So stick with us tomorrow. We will have a Go Fish pregame show before we head out to Wilmington, where you can join us on Mixlr during the broadcast, and make sure you do so, and it'll be a blast. I can't wait to face Wilmington again. They have the 4-3 season series lead over the Marlins.
From the center field porch at Buck Hardy, which is always, always so much fun.
It'll be fun. Join us on Mixlr. Tune into the Marlins, or the Go Fish pregame show. Thank you for joining us here on the Marlins postgame show. The Marlins, they lose 14-10, but they look to bounce back tomorrow. Kobe Cook, Spencer Pattison, thank you for tuning in.